It's days like this you'll never miss. Every hour's eating at your soul. It's someone say they'd save you, then leave you hanging out in the cold. You've tried everything, but hell consumes the night. You've tried everyone, but there's no one else inside. Taking on the world, the moment of me life. Time is running out. Taking on the world, the moment of me life. Where's your hero now? You thought they were brave, but they're running away. Where is your hero now? Where's your hero now? I see the pain buried in those eyes. Where is your hero now? Where's your hero now? It's days like this, you swing and miss, while your mind's digging your own hole. Where are the heroes tonight? They've nowhere inside, and it's you against the world. Taking on the world, the moment of me life. Time is running out. Taking on the world, the moment of me life. Where's your hero now? You thought they were brave, but they're running away. Where is your hero now? Where's your hero now? I see the pain buried in those eyes. Where is your hero now? Where's your hero now? You thought they were brave, but they're running away. Where is your hero now? Where's your hero now? I see the pain buried in those eyes. Where is your hero now? Where's your hero now?
Hey, wait. Doesn't feel like yesterday. It feels so far away. Now you're gone out of my life. You're gone without a fight. Simple things take more heart to lay it down. Where would I start? These crazy days we ran the world. Sweeter moments, time stood still. It always seems impossible in the darkness of my mind. Together we're unstoppable. You forever light my skies. Chasing past and chasing you when you're lost along the way. Running on every cloud you get. I'm chasing yesterday. Together we're unstoppable. Forever lighting my skies. Chasing past and chasing you. You're lost along the way. Running on every cloud you get. I'm chasing yesterday. tell you didn't wanna leave, 'cause you knew what was best for me. Who knew what we had become? A monster inside of us. We had it coming along for a while now. We had fire burn at the start, but emotions put it out. Just waiting for something to spark again. I keep asking myself how it's happened, and now I'm asking.
To bring you this important message.
It's been a long week and I'm a little on edge. I think I need to call my friends. Somebody come save me. It's 5:01 and we can drink the night away. Pour a little bourbon for me and my friends, and we'll see how this story ends. We'll kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done. When the night is over at 6 a.m., I'll roll on home with a smile on my face. It felt like a good night, get a little crazy, let it all out and howl at the moon. My head is ringing like they're playing hell's bells, and I can barely remember my name. Kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done. We're feeling alright, we'll turn it up and get down tonight. We're feeling alright, we'll turn it up and get loud tonight. Kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done. Kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky twilight lies gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight here in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, and the home of the
Welcome everybody to Monday Night ASR Tour Super Speedway Series. These guys underway right now. We have just about 4.5 minutes remaining in qualifying. A couple drivers still out on track. Watching Rob Connors right now. Switching to Andrew Schroeder. Schroeder making his ASR Season 2 first time appearance. Couple cars still in. Dalton Gibson, Andrew Schroeder, John Bell, Len McNeese. They have not qualified yet. Schroeder in that horrible Jets car. And he's going to get out on track. We'll keep an eye on him. Let's go take a look at our schedule. Tonight concludes the Gen 6s. We're going to have 80 laps here at Talladega. Stage is going to be 25 and 50, and I believe for the first time all season, gas is at 50%. Next week, we switch into the trucks. Going back-to-back Talladega weeks. Hold on, my math ain't right. Next week, we are off. It is Labor Day. So it'll be 2 weeks from now we'll be going into the trucks, and I'm not exactly sure how I switched that up, but is what it is. So they will reverse. Labor Day going to be 1 week away, and no reason to race on that is the last big holiday of the summer, and I know there's a ton of people awaiting fall as it is hot as hell down here in Florida. Our points. Look at the names in white. These 3 drivers have locked their way into the playoffs as long as they make the respective amount of races. DJ Maddish with the win last week, Dalton Gibson the week before, and Joe Fogg started things off. So if you would have told me ASR Season 2 was going to start off with these 3 drivers, well, if you bet that, you're probably a millionaire right now. Daniel Holloway still your points leader. Kirby Caputa up there, showing for High Octane. And then Todd Poston in 3rd. Another veteran, Duvendak, sitting right on the bubble. And somehow Tyler Hurt still sitting in 12th. He is holding on to that last position. Bunch of provisionals tonight. We are going to have a pretty decent field. I believe we're going to have 24 drivers. That's what we're showing right now. Schroeder going to qualify 7th. And I believe there's Dalton Gibson. He is out on track right now. Looks like he had a burner of a first lap. See if he's able to improve on his 22nd qualifying spot. Tony Starch, as always, is in the booth. Looking all droopy-eyed as normal here on this Monday night. Looks like John Bell and Len McNeese, they're going to opt to start in the back last week, bringing a rain of cautions. Those cautions, they just kept coming. And man, it was a long night. They're going to look to improve on tonight. They get an extra lane, a little bit easier to pass. We'll see if they're able to do it. Dalton right now in 22nd. See if he's able to pull this up a little bit. Running that Gibson 07 on that Chevy Camaro. Dalton gets right across the line as time is going to expire. But it doesn't matter. We're going to the grid. Let's get those motors started.
And now, race fans, for the most famous words in motorsports, the star of Universal Pictures movie, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, Kevin James.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Now, before we get to grid, you're going to notice we have Mr. Ken Akers and Chris Akers up in the corner. We're going to send out our thoughts and prayers to Ken Akers tonight. Chris not able to make it Ken battling some health issues. You can see Candy Shack Racing. They are running Acres' signature Reese paint scheme. So if you are of the praying type, do me a favor, add Mr. Ken Acres to your prayers. Keep the Acres family in your thoughts. Huge part of the league. I don't know, ever since I've known Chris, Ken's been there as his crew chief, and he's definitely a part of sim racing as much as you can get it, and he's always an asset. Shoot, calls out the wrecks before I even know they're wrecking. But Ken definitely in my thoughts and prayers, so hoping he pull through this. And we'll get to our grid. Alright, Matt Benke is going to start on the pole. DJ Maddish, last week's race winner, starting second. Daniel Holloway, Robert Duvendak. Sean Stevens, James Waring, new to ASR. Andrew Schroeder, Robert Morrison. Rob Connors and Grayson Pate. Ethan Horst, Jacob Greenlee. Frank Ranger and Joe Fogg. Ranger, the only squirrel. Squirrels. I kind of missed the drunken one. Kirby Caputa. Russell Hancock. Brianna Laurent. Doug Johnson. Brianna Laurent starting in 17th while her man is on the pole. So she's going to have to take some pointers from him. Todd Poston. Spencer Teal. Todd starting way back in 19th. Larry Cantoris Jr. and Dalton Gibson. John Bell, Len McNeese. And that is going to complete our 24 car field tonight. I shouldn't be muted there, Todd. I was muted. You're right. When I first came to it, I was just talking to myself. That's okay, I do that anyway. Pace car on its way off. We're going to get up here with our leader. Benke and Daniel Holloway. Benke opted to go to the high line. DJ Maddish. Oh, you know what? Benke actually had a penalty. That's why he disappeared from the front. I was like, how did Daniel Holloway get up on the pole? Benke serving a penalty. Had to move his way to the back. And we are green flag racing. The first of 80 laps. We'll switch it from a count out to a count down. I believe I got the ticker right for you there, Robbie. Pretty sure I switched it back to gap. Yep, we're good to go. We're going to stay out of the other one, the interval, which confuses me. Now, last week brought a ton of crashes in this Gen 6. Not clashes, but crashes in the Gen 6. You heard some of those veteran drivers in the post-race talking about the huge runs that they get and how to stop the checkups and just be patient. And we'll see if anybody's listening to that tonight. As Duvendak trying to get the 69 back in front. He has his teammate from Shake and Bake. That's going to be Ethan Horst. Holloway getting a ton of bonus points for the postseason by winning stages. Hasn't been able to get his first race win yet of the year, but he has been dominant in stages, winning three of the 6. Remember, they're automatic, no cautions, lap 25 and 50. As Holloway now going to have Robert Morrison, Mr. Sean Stevens on the bottom. The Jets car trying to get to the lead. I don't see the Jets in the lead much, but Andrew Schroeder's been there a time or two before. And DJ Maddish gonna bail to the bottom. He sees the big run coming. And Mr. Grayson Pate gonna slide up. He sees his teammates coming with Duvendak. Morrison now sees the outside coming. He's gonna slide on up. And now the tour beginning to get single file. Morrison going to slide back to the second line. DJ Maddish, the next car. And then I believe that's going to be Poston. It is going to be Todd Poston back there with Robert Duvendak on the outside line. Got to go off the numbers. I see two of the Candy Shack drivers. Holloway leading. Poston back in 12th. Russell Hancock currently in 19th. And we have a field separation all the way back with Larry Cantores Jr. It is split in two. And it looks like Poston and Ethan Horace may have taken a little damage to each other. And right now, great patience being shown by these drivers. And I think a lot of that is going to be the no 100% gas. We are going to see more pit stops. Hopefully less cautions. That was the idea behind it. And I think the 100% gas has hurt teams like Candy Shack, who are just so dominant when it comes to pitting. They get in together, they leave together. And we are 3 wide right now. And my track map is definitely giving me confusion here as Matt Banky's all the way back here by himself after serving his penalty. But it looks, he's showing number 13, so that is throwing me, but he's 35. And he's going to be praying for a quick caution, or else he's going to be in danger of going a lap down. Daniel Holloway has led 6 laps. DJ Maddish led 1. We've only had 1 payout race this season, 4 cautions or less, and that was week 1. They're looking to get back to that. Brianna Laurent, the only person to receive Rob Duvendak's iRacing credits. Ooh, Holloway gets a big push by Sean Stevens. You saw him break a little bit. Stevens let off. Holloway, Stevens, Rob Connor, Frank Ranger. Your top 4. And then Robert Morrison and Ethan Horace. Maybe side by side. And Duvendak pushing it 3 wide. He's going to tuck back in. That run is going to die. You know, I said the gas may have settled the field down. But last week, there were so many cautions, it didn't matter if there was 10% gas. These guys could have went in at probably every 5-10 laps. Schroeder sliding up in front of Duvendak. Oh, Morrison breaks loose a little bit from the push off Ethan Horace. Able to save it. Horace quickly gets off of him. That caused Rob Duvendak to drop into the bottom lane. As the top lane gonna lose some speed here. Thank you, Sean Kaminsky. Appreciate the subscription. Now the field really starting to separate. Looks like, I don't know what's going on with the numbers. They're all messed up. But Doug Johnson, did he lose? Nope, he's there. Jacob Greenlee did. Len McNeese by himself. Dalton Gibson linked up with Spencer Teal. Brianna Laurent in the back of a field. And everybody separated. They've completed 10 laps, 70 laps remaining. And you can see Matt Benke on the radar. New rule change, Benke going to have to get below yellow or go high against the wall. And he's going to dive outside the turn. Gets on the back stretch. Good job by Matt. He's going to allow these leaders to get around him. Now, because this field is so separated, Benke not going to have to do the same move when the rest of the field comes. It is only the lead pack. It looks like Jacob Greenlee and Larry Kantoris actually made contact, and now Greenlee, he came into pit on lap 11. I don't believe he's not in pit road now. He did come in for a 7.4, so maybe a little splash of gas. Did not use a fast repair. Jacob Greenlee, though, going to be one lap down. Reminder for this week, we've got NSRA, that was last night. You've got ASR tonight. And then the double header of Sonoma coming up. So if you want to watch horrible racing, tune in Tuesday night and watch me try to turn right. I can barely turn left. Now they want me to turn right. That might be a 5 lap and done type of night for me, or I may just stay out there. We'll see. I am horrible on road courses. I'm definitely not a favorite by any means. But the trucks will head to Sonoma first. And then the Dev Sports Cards Next Gen will head there Wednesday night. Is Daniel Holloway continuing to lead? He's got 13 laps led so far. Spencer Teal and Brianna Laurent make contact. Now remember, these cars took a beating last week. They were getting 4Xs left and right and never had to use their fast repair. Chris Akers and Rob Duvendak, who just got loose for a second off the push from Robert Morrison, they had the highest incidence I've ever seen them both have combined. Neither had to use their fast repair. Akers used his at a last-ditch effort, try to win a race. TJ Maddish gets a black flag leaving pit road. May have been unsafe pit exit. That is going to be costly for Maddish. He's already a lap down. And here comes the field. Whoa, shake and bake, staying out. And I believe that's Ethan Horse. That's not a Candy Shack driver. Candy Shack is coming in right now. They're going to try to separate themselves here. Rob Connors, your leader. That's going to leave Rob Connors, Duvendak, Fogg, Schroeder, Pate, Horst, all staying out. So 6 cars together. Can they pit in and get out cleanly? That's going to be the question. Here comes Candy Shack. Daniel Holloway leading the charge out. Sean Stevens. I only see 2 Candy Shack. Remember Russ Hancock? He's now just getting off pit road. He was a little bit back and behind. So great advantage for the 6 cars coming in now. They're going to have more cars. And they are on their way in. All the way to Dalton Gibson, who's coming in late. Duvendak locking him up. I don't know what he's doing. Can't find his pit box. That's not pretty common. And interesting. Changing the tires of the Gen 6. Duvendak's gonna have to put in some work here if he wants to catch the back end of this field, or he's gonna be alone. Cantores Jr. Oh, throwing it sideways, hits the wall and spins. Can he get it below the yellow? Cantores is creeping, and no, caution is out. Larry Cantores Jr. gets below yellow. And I'm not quite sure what happened to Larry here. He just kind of broke. May have locked him up. Sent the car nose heavy into the wall. And with that, we'll head to our first commercial. All right, and yes, Larry Cantores Jr. brings out the first caution on the downshift. Well, let's go see. You got Rob Connors out here leading this thing. He's going to go into a little shootout for stage 1. Let's go tune in. Checkered Flag Motorsports, you guys got a copy?
We got you.
What's going on? What's going on there, Mr. Len? Sorry, I moved up my mic, and I need the mic to talk to you. The, man, first caution, going to bring this field back together and keep you out on the lead lap, but your teammate, Rob Connors, is out here leading this thing, looking for the first stage win. How we feeling tonight?
I'm feeling great. This is great.
Yeah, definitely much better racing than we saw last week with all those cautions. So far, able to go on an 18-lap run. It looked like one car involved, so pretty good run so far, and finds you out in front. Not a lot of teammate help behind you. What's the plan here? I think you're going to have about 2 laps.
I'm just hoping Danny will hang on to me.
Well, the good news is
Yeah.
you do have Holloway. You got Mr. Todd posting back there, so you got some friends. It's going to be
Sean's back there too, right?
Sean is. Sean Stevens, yes, he is. I forgot. Sean, you are sitting there in third. You are a teammate now. So you do got some friends. It might be a Candy Shack versus Checkered Flag push to the stage win here, man. But I didn't get a chance to stop down last week, say hello to you guys, but figured you'll be my first stop tonight.
Well,
Thank
glad
you.
you remembered us anyway.
Well, I
Yeah.
always remember you. So, geez, Len, you're like my favorite driver to watch over in NSRA. Go watch the
I appreciate
commentary. Like the number one saves I've ever seen. But well, guys, good luck, Rob. I'll get out of your way. I know you and Sean are gonna get over some tactics here, and hopefully you can pull a stage win and I can get you back up in the booth.
Yeah, sounds great. Thank you.
All right, and we're out of there. Checkered Flag, they are missing a couple drivers. Pretty late night last week. I think drivers kind of feared the Gen 6 as, man, it was full of cautions last week. So some had to get up. We're missing Mr. Bubba Winningham and Mr. Overstreet tonight. Those guys early risers on Tuesday morning. As we are one lap to green. They're going to come with the start of lap 22. They're going to have about a 3-lap shootout. So it's going to be interesting. You got two teams up front. You've got Checkered Flag. They're going to line up perfectly on the bottom. You've got Candy Shack lining up perfectly on the top. Now, don't be confused by Ethan Horse paint scheme trying to blend in. He's a shake and bake driver. He has his teammate to the inside. He's got a couple. You see Gibson, you see Duvendak, and then Morrison, the lone driver of Midnight Racing. Nightmare Esports. Want to make sure I get that one right. And Schroeder and Joe Fogg still free agents running in Gaming Room 1. So I don't know why this pace truck is so big. Especially when you're driving the regular trucks. This thing just kind of towers over it. They're going into 3 and 4 now. Pace truck gonna make that hard left off track. And we'll see what we get here. And Checkered Flag outrun Candy Shack and take a stage away from Daniel Holloway. He has been clutch stage 1 all season. The first 9 drivers did not pit. They enter the restart zone. Connors is off. And he is starting to pull away from Sean Stevens. Does he make the move to go up into Candy Shack? The top line is just kind of disintegrated. It'll be a 4-on-3 battle here. Stevens finally gets to the bumper of his teammate, but Candy Shack with the run from the beginning. They're going to tow along Mr. Robert Morrison, and they're going to drop down. Morrison not going to get clear. He's going to get hung out. Now Connors going to go to the high side. Stevens going to go with them. That's going to put shake and bake drivers behind him. Big bump from Sean Stevens on his teammate Rob Connors. Saw the ass end break loose a little bit. Connors able to save it. Does he make the move here and clear in front of Candy Shack? He's not going to. He wants to bring his teammate with him. Oh, he's starting to get in dead man zone. We are going 3 wide here. Connors in a bad spot. Here comes Duvendak. We're going to get a little door action. Everybody's back in line, and Stevens drops in front of Daniel Holloway. We're going to get a turn. This is going to bring out a big caution, big wreck. And Sean Stevens going to win the stage. And a big one happens earlier, right up front. Connors gets in the back corner of Morrison. It is going to collect cars left and right. Schroeder coming up off the ground. Duvendak coming off the ground. We may have some fast repairs here now. But Sean Stevens going to win stage 1. Schroeder driving under his own power. Duvendak under his own power. Like McNeese coming around. You can see fast repair is going to be used. The caution is out. We'll give Mr. Stevens a chance to get down pit road, and then we will get him up here for interview. And while we wait, we'll head to Valhalla Project.
It's beautiful. Where heroes live on forever. To the family and loved ones of Chief Petty Officer Michael Stephen Riley Brailsford. Dealing with loss is never easy, and it rarely ever seems real. I know it's hard to believe, but something can always be brought to light in difficult and devastating times like these. In this case, the light is CPO Brailsford is a true hero, and we now have the rest of our lives to make his legacy known to the world. It's beautiful.
Because a hero never dies until the last time their name is spoken.
And we will go find Mr. Sean Stevens. Sean, guy in the booth, you get a copy.
Yes, sir.
Well, man, I guess the broadcasting curse doesn't work that time, as just came from Checkered Flag. I said, hey, you guys got a real shot at this. Huge move to jump down in front of Candy Shack, and the caution comes out at the right time, and you win stage 1, so congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, that wasn't planned. I knew Morrison was coming on the outside, and he hit me pretty good and knocked me up the third lane. I just kept on going.
Yeah, well, we saw the third lane happen, and it kind of ended up hanging out Mr. Connors. I know you guys were working together as teammates. You're doing a really good job back there pushing them. It looked like you were trying to both get clear in front of Candy Shack, and that big push kind of created that third lane. Connors got mixed up in it, and there was just shifting of cars everywhere. But able to get out in front and take the stage. What's the plan going forward? I know the gas is correct tonight, so a couple more pit stops underway.
I just try to stay up front, just, level-headed. Don't push too hard, stay off the bumpers and the corners, and just keep it clean.
Well, that's it, man. Well, hopefully we can catch you here at the end of stage 2, and more importantly, you bring home that checkered flag tonight for Checkered Flag Motorsports. But appreciate you being out here, man, and good start to tonight's race.
Yeah, thanks, guy.
Yeah, Sean. And Mr. Sean Stevens takes stage 1. He is out there. But everybody behind Brianna Laurent. She is the leader on a 7-lap stint. Now, lap traffic. Robert Morrison a lap down now. James Waring looks to be 2 laps down. Schroeder 2 laps down. And Cantoris Jr. 2 laps down. They've got major damage. Fast repairs used. Dalton Gibson. Frank Ranger. Rob Connors. Robert Morrison. Larry Cantoris. All having to use their fast repairs. So my guess is Morrison probably had to tow after that one. But right now, Brianna Laurent up front, collecting bonus points. Let's get these camera angles back to set. And leave it to Daniel Holloway up here pushing her. If you want to be the leader in tonight's race, you got to expect it from the cars behind you. Listen, Tyler, it's okay. I even messed up the session when I disqualified Dalton in practice and I couldn't get him back. That's what I get for playing around. But being a tromboner is an important job, and you are the ASR Tour's main tromboner. So we appreciate what you're doing, and we know college life definitely takes precedence, so maybe we can get you out here in 2 weeks with the trucks. As speaking of trucks, the Pace truck is pulling off. And we are green. Laurent gets a beautiful restart. Holloway going to say, well, hold on there, 6, because I'm going to give you some shoving. Doug Johnson also rebounded nicely. He's back up in the lead. Pack. Holloway now going to move to the outside. He's going to bring Sean Stevens and Dalton Gibson with him. Now, cars that didn't have to use fast repairs. Somehow Rob Duvendak had about 2 minutes of damage, and he's out here hanging. I said these Gen 6 cars are tanks, and it's showing right now. Holloway back out in the lead. He's led 16 laps tonight. We have 52 remaining. And caution out. Grayson Pate, James Waring, Matt Benke, Larry Cantoris Jr. Pate and Waring both going to get a meatball flag. What happens? Waring comes down and just doors into Pate. And oh my God, Grayson's dead. He's dead. We're going to have to check on him. We're not. Oh, he's got a low rider. It's hopping. Well, Grayson, you're going in timeout for that one. Wasn't really your fault, but let's go ride with you, because this came out of nowhere. All right, Grayson Pate under his own power at least. Didn't have to tow. He did come in and immediately uses that fast repair. We're going to see who has to pit and who stays out. 2 weeks. It's football season here, baby. We ain't got time for that. Football is back this week. College football, the pros, still 2 weeks away. And high school football, most started last week. So, football's back. And if you are a driver, hop in the ASR Tour on Sundays. We are, I believe Rob and myself are going to be watching the games. You guys want to stop in, say hello, come hang out, bring chips and dip. Can't promise Rob will have his pants on. He normally doesn't. But it's a good time as we watch all the action. In fact, I believe I played Duvendak in fantasy, so this first week. Dalton Gibson, your leader. He stays out. Sean Stevens also stays out. He's second. Everybody else. Well, I can't say everybody else. Nope, Duvendak's in there still repairing his car. He's down pit road now. Duvendak, Ethan Orrs, Todd Poston, and John Bell all making repairs. So this caution may have been a blessing for those drivers as they're going to be able to knock out some more dents. And we'll head down to Candy Shack guy from the booth. Hey, up, Candy Shack guy from the booth.
Hey!
What's going on, guys? Well, I came down here, and I don't give it away with the Hawk 2. I finally figured out how to turn it off, no thanks to you guys. I was going to make it something new, but they didn't become any more appropriate as I picked them, so I was like, well, I'll just shut it off. We'll turn it on later. How we doing tonight? See you guys go in, take some pit stops. You're chasing some leaders on a 6-lap stint.
Yeah, we're doing good. We shout out to what we're driving tonight, us three. Hopefully we're confusing you a little bit. But we're doing it for Akers and his dad. So we decided today that we need to run his paint scheme and, show support and everything for him.
I'm not going to lie. It's honestly not shocking me because Todd Poston actually has the right number. So I'm able to follow you guys around the track, and it's working. It's definitely not more confusing when you ran Akers and he ran your paint scheme, because I was confused as hell checking every setting. I couldn't figure it out. But then forgot it was April Fool's. But yeah, man, you figure the tour going to be off next week as we go to Labor Day, and then we'll be back next time in the trucks. And hopefully we get a better update with Chris. I put Ken's picture up here tonight as we're all thinking about him, but wanted to come down, say hello. So you guys are all running the Reese's paint scheme. So good times down here in Candy Shack. Your tromboner said he'll be back in 2 weeks.
Well, my Reese's have melted, so...
Yep, he'll be back.
Yeah, we need to keep that guy in the back away from the candy. It's all over the track.
Oh, it's easy to find. It's just sitting on pit road, getting 6 minutes of damage fixed.
It's doing a great job, Todd. But they do have this thing called a fast repair. You could have used it. So.
Hey, the car still hits about 204 without the fast repair. It'll be all right.
Way too early to burn that up.
100%. I know we've had the 2 cautions so far. If this mirrors anything like last week, there's probably another 36 on the way. So. Levi,
I want to say, I think it's a little bit better this one so far than last race, and I think everybody's learning a little bit more on the car and what can't do, but still got a long ways to go racing tonight.
We do. This one's definitely showing a little bit more patience than last week and a lot more single file. That may be the gas, that may be just the separation on the restarts, but either way, less cautions is a good thing.
That's right. And don't worry, we got more paint schemes up our sleeves that's going to throw you off here in the future.
Well, I can't wait, but let me hop out of here. I know you guys are coming to the line, and I'll get back to the booth. But good luck going forward, and maybe we'll catch one of you at the end.
All right,
sounds good. Gotcha.
And Candy Shack, you see them. They are starting row 2 behind Mr. Dalton Gibson. And if you are Robbie Gibson, that's going to make you happy. Remember, Gibson already locked into the playoffs. He got the big win week 2. And he shows up a ton. Gibson in the restart zone. He's going to get a good run here. He's bringing Holloway with him. Len McNeese from Checkered Flag has rebounded nicely. Ooh, Gibson getting some big shoves. He didn't know if he wanted to go up a lane or if he was going to stay to the bottom. I wonder, he may have expected Holloway to try to go around him. Holloway opts to stay with him on the bumper. It's too early for that heavy racing. Holloway going to be very patient. You see, he's got a teammate trying to come back up, pushing Mr. Sean Stevens on that outside line. Len McNeese, the third car, and Doug Johnson. Or no, that's Spencer Teal. Sorry, Spencer Teal from High Octane. Ooh, Rob Duvendak looks to be off the pace. Praying for another caution as he is about a turn's length away, 2-turn length away from the leaders. Currently 8 seconds behind Dalton Gibson. Holloway might be doing a little cool off there. You saw the poke out. Maybe to get a glance. Well, there's nobody in front of Dalton Gibson right now, Holloway, so breed that car. And nobody to your outside as the top 5 are uncontested. Sean Stevens, the first car, going to be contested. He's got Russell Hancock, who was showing on the outside. Stevens actually going to jump up in front of Hancock. And we've got 3 cars fighting against a huge line of drivers on the bottom line. The Cat 5-5 has made an appearance. I hope he's ready for tomorrow night, because we all know I'm not. He's going to have to teach me how to turn right. Can you do the thing with your hands where you got to make the L to go left, and then if it's not an L, that's a right? You're going to have to just let me know how to drive that. I don't even know if I own Sonoma. If that gives you any indication about how much road course driving I do. Holloway going to slide up as the outside line finally forms and connects. Holloway going to go with it. Sean Stevens going to pick him up. Does Holloway drop down in front of Dalton Gibson? No. Holloway and Sean Stevens drop down in front of Dalton Gibson, shuffling him to the third car. The 343 of Russ Hancock going to be in that middle lane, leading the charge. He's got Kirby Caputo with him. Well, Ryan, you are correct. They're trucks, and they are meant to be off-road and probably be in the grass a lot. As Dalton Gibson gets hung out to dry. He went up high, but the outside line at the same time just kind of died. Matt Benke goes around him. Gibson just looking like he's having some problems right now. And he's just going to get to the back of this pack. Leaders currently on a 9-lap stint. Remember, Dalton Gibson and Sean Stevens on a 14-lap stint. We'll jump back up to our lead pack where Daniel Holloway once again leading. He has 19 laps led on the night. And you can see the patience from the tour tonight. A lot more single file driving, which makes a lot less cautions as we've got 10 laps until the completion of stage 2. Caution will not come out. As long as I catch it, I'll try to get the board up and see where they finish. But they are all right here currently. Jacob Waring 2 laps down, Larry Cantoris 2 laps down, and Andrew Schroeder also 2 laps down. All cars remaining on the track tonight. 21 on the lead lap, Rob Duvendak off pace. And it looks like we have 3 different packs going right now. This lead pack, a pack led with Dalton Gibson, who did lose. Dalton currently linked up with Frank Ranger. He's got his teammate Ethan Horst bringing a pack of cars to his rear now. All the way back to John Bell. And then you've got Robert Morrison, Rob Connors and crew. And we'll keep an eye on our pit road situation. Matt Benke, currently the leader. Kirby Caputa in second. That outside line able to get around Daniel Holloway. But Russell Hancock still maintaining that second line. Gives Holloway an out if he needs it. And we'll see if he takes it as the 343 gets a little closer. Hancock has Spencer Teal pushing. Benke part of Wreck-It Racing. Kirby Caputa part of High Octane. So brother teams. Or would they be sister teams? They do have Brianna. We'll just call them Alabama cousins. I said Labor Day coming a week from now. It's been hot as hell. It's kind of like the Dallas Cowboys this week. Just talked about mid-90s all week long. And hopefully we get some cooler weather. That's another big bump from Caputa into Benke. He's got to be careful. He's not hitting him square. And then he's sliding up. If he slides across that back bumper, Matt Benke is going for a ride. And he may collect the leaders here. They may part the seas for Daniel Holloway. Now as they come across the line this time, any caution will declare the stage over. And looks like we may have some pit stops happening. Remember, they couldn't make it on gas the first time, but we've had a couple caution laps. Benke comes around. So any caution from this point out will be stage declared with 5 laps remaining. Matt Benke, Kirby Caputa, Daniel Holloway, Len McNeese, and Doug Johnson, your current top 5. Jacob Greenlee, Russell Hancock, Spencer Teal, Joe Fogg, and Grayson Pate round out the top 10. And this is going to mix things up as, oh, Russell Hancock almost gets contact. But here comes a big pit stop. This is going to be Benke, Caputa, Teal, Greenlee, Johnson, Poston, Pate, Bell, Waring, Maddish. This is a big pit stop. The lap before, Sean Stevens, Ethan Horst, and Dalton Gibson entered pit road. This is going to be tough for Daniel Holloway as he is left out with Len McNeese. If Holloway doesn't win the stage here, this will be the first race of the season he has not taken one stage win. Now, if a caution comes out, Holloway becomes your stage winner. So we'll keep an eye on the lights. Does staying out pay off for Daniel Holloway? It would also stay out for a driver like Rob Duvendak. And no, Holloway and McNeese both coming down pit road now. Holloway still your leader. I'll change it to the leader when someone gets around him. Joe Fogg is also in the pits. Here comes Len McNeese. Holloway on his way out with McNeese. And the fast pit stop of Daniel Holloway. Does it pay off? Here comes the big train on the outside. Sean Stevens leading the surge. Stevens going to take over the lead from Daniel Holloway. He's going to drop down in front. And the white flag for stage is out. Remember, no caution. They will stay green. Benke with a big run on Sean Stevens on that outside side. He's got Jacob Greenlee and Kirby Caputa with them. Greenlee clears, he drops down. Now does Greenlee go back up to try to take some of the air away? Matt Benke going to win the stage. John Stevens, Jacob Greenlee, Daniel Holloway, Kirby Caputa, Len McNeese, Doug Johnson, Spencer Teal, Russell Hancock, and Joe Fogg. So, another night of variety up in front at the tour. Now that we're past the stage, let's get that countdown going as we've got 30 laps remaining in this one. And Matt Benke is your current leader. Daniel Holloway's hot streak has ended for stage wins. Does he make up for it, possibly get a win here tonight at Talladega? John Stevens falling all the way to the back of the pack. He's going to try to pick up the tail end as a long single file line. These guys know 28 laps to go. They've got plenty of time and at least one more pit stop coming. As I believe that's Brianna Laurent. I think her number is actually upside down. Laurent going to be penalized. Does not drop below yellow, and that's, you can see she's going down the lap. So we've seen one big wreck early on. I believe we've had 3 cautions, much improved from last week. The field extremely separated out. Your top 9 all the way back to Ethan Horse, so it's kind of a mix. Ethan actually a lap down. So you've got to go up to Spencer Teal. So there's 8 cars there, 7 of them on the lead lap. Forrest would be your lucky dog. And now Dalton Gibson. He goes up to the wall. He gets out of the way of the leaders. But he is going to take the lucky dog away from his teammate. Horst and him now going to battle for it. Matt Benke doing a really good job. He's led 14 laps tonight. Daniel Holloway has led the most with 24. Benke still stands a shot to lead the most laps on the night with 22 remaining. And we are watching Duvendak, the next car in danger of becoming lap traffic. He is about a quarter track length ahead of Benke. We'll see if he's able to avoid it. He's held on the lead lap somehow all night. We are at 20 laps to go. Benke continues to stay out in front, but he is burning the most gas. Everybody on a 15-lap stint, except for Daniel Holloway and Len McNeese. Remember, they pit 2 laps later. And it worked out for them. Both able to get pretty good stage points and still up here with the lead pack. Ethan Hoare is still in front of his teammate, Dalton Gibson. And here comes the pits. It looks like Horst and Gibson both going in, which is going to open up the lucky dog talk. Daniel Holloway and Len McNeese, well, they are doing their own thing. Will they go 2 laps? Will they go 1? Grayson Pate, John Bell, DJ Maddish. Also, coming down pit road, Todd Poston now down pit road. Holloway and McNeese stay out another lap. They have split it in half. 18 laps to go. And I'll tell you, Poston came in at 16. James Waring, he came in on a 17-lap run. Yes, I believe is going to be tight for some of these drivers. And finally, here comes Daniel Holloway and McNeese. Brianna Laurent got a black flag. She's coming down now to serve it. Daniel Holloway still your leader. Kirby Caputa leading the charge with him, Spencer Teal. And Ethan Horst, who's a lap down. Ethan Horst still your lucky dog. Holloway trying to get out. You can see Caputa trying to run down Holloway and McNeese. He's got a pack of 5 with him. Jacob Greenlee. He's got Benke in 6th. Sean Stevens currently by himself. Bog by himself. As we are on lap 66 with 14 remaining. Ethan Horst still looking for a caution to get a lucky dog between him and Dalton Gibson. High Octane trying to run down Candy Shack and Checkered Flag. And they're going to catch him. A difference of 3 laps. So that'd give him 16 and 19 lap runs if this thing was to finish under regulation. As Daniel Holloway continues to lead laps, he's got 31 on the night. And that will make him collect the bonus points of most laps led, as Matt Benke will not be able to catch with 11 to go. And Todd Poston goes up to the wall. He's going to become the next victim of lap traffic. Candy Shack currently sitting 1, 9th, and 17th. Poston going to drop into the back and try to catch onto the tail of Dalton Gibson. You know. As I choke on Baja Blast, you now have 3 cars fighting for the lucky dog. Todd Poston, Dalton Gibson, and Ethan Horse. But lucky dog doesn't matter if these guys keep this thing green till the end. High Octane going to have the most cars up there with Kirby Caputa and Spencer Teal. As we are in single-digit laps with 8 remaining. And this lead pack way out in front. Seven laps to go. Holloway looking to rebound from the lack of stage win tonight. Can he get his first win of the season and the current reigning champion lock himself in to another postseason appearance? Len McNeese is stuck with them all night. Do Kirby Caputa and Spencer Teal have anything for the champ? He does have a teammate who's currently a lap down in Todd Poston. Now, how much time goes by until this breaks into 2 different lanes? When does Caputa and Teal look to make a move on Daniel Holloway? You see Kirby, he's poking up a little bit. Do they wait until there's 2 laps? Do they wait till 1 lap to go? They don't want to make the move too early. As they currently come to the line, there's going to be 2 laps remaining. If they're able to make it around one more time, that white flag will come out and cautions will not matter for all the lucky dogs who are in this lead pack. That's Ethan Horst, Dalton Gibson, and Todd Poston. And the white flag is going to come out. You already saw Poston separate himself out. Is he trying to make a run up here? Oh, he fell back in behind. Doug Johnson, he's going to start that outside line. But there's not help, and we're going to get turned. Caputa and Holloway. Len McNeese coming on a surge. Poston gives him a, oh, Holloway going to come back up, hit Caputa. Len McNeese trying to hold off Spencer Teal. Spencer Teal disappears. And Spencer Teal going to get the win. Len McNeese, Doug Johnson, your top 3. And I'll tell you what, this is going to have to be looked at. Good luck to Duvendak. And I have no idea what the heck just happened to the camera. And these guys may not have the gas to celebrate it. We'll see. As we will head to commercial. All right. All right. Let's get this party started. See if we can rewind a little bit here, right? Maybe. I don't know. We'll let that thing go. Doug Johnson, guy in the booth, you got a copy.
I got you, man. How's it going?
Hey, Doug, how you doing tonight? Able to survive what was expected to be a little bit chaotic after we watched last week. Some chaos at the end of that thing, but you're able to survive it. You rebounded back from some incidents early on in the race and take home your first podium finish, man. So I'm glad you're up here. How we feeling after tonight?
Oh, feeling pretty good. I was happy. I was settling for fifth, and then I don't know who I had on the backstretch. I think somebody might have ran out of gas or something. But, hey, I'll take it.
Well, man, you got to take it when you get it. Good finish tonight. I know you're pretty much a one-man race team down there for JDS. So, taking that, there's a couple free agents out there. You might be able to find you some drivers and start getting some really good team points. But right now, great job. Able to get that third place finish. Congratulations. Usually before I let you get out of here, won't keep you very long because I know it's already late. We like to leave off with the floor's yours, give you an opportunity to thank your friends, family, and sponsors. And without waiting any further, floor's yours.
Yeah, man, I just want to thank all these guys here, and thank Robert and them for putting all this on, and y'all for doing the broadcast, and it's fun, and I'm just glad to be in here and be a part of it.
Well, Doug, being a first-time ASR driver, we are glad you're here and glad to see you on your first podium. We're going to be off next week as we go to Labor Day, but then we get into a little bit more common vehicles as we head to the trucks, and I believe we're going to start off with DEGA. So, a little bit of normalcy coming as we're going to go trucks, Xfinity Next Gen, but hopefully we catch you up here a little bit more, and this should help your points as we try to make a playoff push with 6 races remaining.
Yeah, man, appreciate it.
Yes, sir. We will catch you in 2 weeks. Now, where's my buddy? Let me find him. Oh, Len McNeese, guy in the booth.
Hey, guy, how you doing?
Man, I'll tell you what, good night for Checker Motorsports. I know you guys were missing Bubba and David. Little bit too... See, they were worried about a late race. We actually got this one done pretty quickly. I believe we're under 4 cautions. You stuck with Daniel Holloway the bulk of the race. Kind of went on your own pit scheme. You guys were in and out extremely fast. Kept it up front. And take home a second, man. How we feeling after tonight?
Oh, well, I know. I feel pretty good. I feel bad. I was like, we might have had a chance for a win there at the end, but Grayson, he had just too much of the run there at the end there on this... Or Spencer, I should say.
Yeah, he had a huge run coming. Had some teammates with Kirby Caputa, Doug Johnson. I don't know if Doug Johnson's his teammate, but they were working well tonight. You guys not able to hold off as it looked like Caputa and Holloway may have gotten into a little bit of door bashing. But man, all in all, a good night for Checkered Flag. As you guys take a 2nd and an 8th with Rob Connors finishing 8th. So
we've done good for a change.
That's what I'm saying. And you know what? Bubba and David aren't here, so they're going to be like, man, I should have just raced.
Well, maybe we need to leave them over there on the other side on these nights. That helps us out.
Put them in their own race channel next time. Hey, you guys go in there.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I knew Daniel there. I was trying to stay with him right there. I said, okay, the only chance I got is the last lap. And I knew he'd like to work the high side, and we went on the back straightaway, and he moved up. I said, I got to go to the bottom and try to race him. And I didn't know somebody got into him, so I hated that. I was liking to run it out, side by side with him.
Well, man, it was a huge night for you. Absolutely got destroyed as you came across the line. We just watched it. But you kept the car pretty clean. Bring home the 2nd place. You know how we do it. Same as we do it over in NSRA. Before we let you out of here, Len, floor's yours.
Hey, I want to thank all the admins and thank you up there at the booth up there putting on the great shows you do every week, and just all the guys over here at races. Just enjoy racing this league and running with these guys.
Well, Len, we appreciate you guys coming over, and we will catch you Sunday night at NSRA. believe it's a different week. You guys are doing something this week. They sent it in the chat today. I think it was was it a fundraise?
Yeah, I think they're going to do a fundraise with 3 different divisions or whatnot, 3 different groups. They may try to see if some of the guys from over here want to run in it Sunday night.
Yeah, I saw the password. So you know, if David and you guys want to share the info, and we'll see if we can get some of those drivers on this Labor Day weekend, as most leagues are going to take the weekend off.
That sounds great. We'll make sure we can get you all the password for it all.
All right, Len. Well, we will catch you in 2 weeks as we head back to Talladega in the trucks.
All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Have a great night.
You too.
And Len McNeese takes home second place. And for the 4th week in a row, another first-time winner at ASR Tour. Season 2 is just chaotic right now. Spencer Teal locks himself into the playoffs as long as he makes the recommended or the required amount of races.
Well, I doubt it, but hey, a win's a win. I'll take it.
You might make them.
I'm finally here.
If you start, look, if I start seeing Spencer Teal's car show up every week and you start driving like Brianna, I'm going to question what's happening. Because your driving styles are completely different.
It's totally different. Yeah,
well,
I agree.
And Brianna is not driving bad, but I am going to comment. Her car number is upside down.
Well, you know who does her paints. So.
Yep. So I'm about to go down there and mess with those guys and say, hey man, she's not the 9, she's the 6.
Yeah, she did it. She did a pretty good job tonight. She started us on a restart up there and held her line and did great. And earlier on that first pit stop, I got checked up in that very start of the race and a little melee or whatever. So it was kind of fallen back, and it was time to pit, and I guess I was just coming in there way too hot. And luckily she was there because I just kind of bounced the side of her.
She caught you?
It kind of caught me. So I was like, sorry. She's like, that's okay. So, but man, yeah, it was a wild race and great race. You know, it had its moments where, you know, you're falling back and then you're trying to figure out a way to get back up. And luckily we one of those last pit stops, I wish we would have kind of went a little bit later another lap, that we'd be a little bit more comfortable on fuel, because me and Kirby saved just enough trying to make a push, and yeah, I ran out. Luckily I had enough to cross the line, but yeah, finally get one of these up front. Good day for the team all the way around, I think. So
well, man, it was definitely an exciting race to watch, especially at the end. Daniel Holloway was up there leading the charge, and I knew he was outnumbered. You had your teammate Kirby with him. Looks like Kirby and him kind of got into it a little bit, and that kind of opened the door for you. And Dalton Gibson gave you a huge shot to get you back in front of Len McNeese, who was coming. But, man, able to get your first tour win. I know you're kind of a part-time driver, but, man, it's good. It's 4 different drivers in 4 different weeks. Telling Duvendak, if you would have told me that's how the season was going to start, I would have never believed it. So I'm glad it's starting this way, locking in different drivers and different teams. I mean, right now, Octane's going to finish with a 1 and a 4, and I believe the team leaders of Holloway and Candy Shack are going to have a 5 and I don't even know where the next one is. I think it's Poston, or I don't know where the other one's at. So
I don't know.
They went down a little bit.
Yeah, that's good. Like I said, good day. And John, he finished 7th too. So I mean, we had 3. Well, the only 3 and that was here in Octane tonight finished top 10. So that's pretty good. But yeah, Bracket, they had front row. I mean, that's amazing. That's great. I've been having like pedal issues, so like I'm not getting full throttle, and every now and then my brake will drag. So I really got to pay attention to that. But I couldn't lead. I could only push, so I could only get a good run, and that was it. So hopefully during this off time I can get work on them a little bit more and and at least not have to worry about them while we're out here running on a super speedway. So.
Well, the good news is by dragging your brake and taking off that throttle, you were able to save the gas and get this thing finished. So they may have saved you tonight.
Yeah, exactly. I know I was really on and off the throttle them last handful of laps because I'm sitting here watching the fuel calculator thing, and it's just every time I can make it to 80, 81, 80, 81. So I'm like, okay, here we go. We're going to try it. So, but yeah, it worked out great. So.
Well, man, congratulations, and big congratulations getting that first win under your belt. Before I let you get out of here, you know how we're going to leave off. We're going to give you the opportunity. Thank your family, friends, and all your little sponsors. And I guess you can thank Kirby. He's in the chat rooting you on right now with Let's Go Teal. So, man,
yeah,
the floor's yours.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, basically just thank my family. I know my mom. She's watching. I sent her the link, so she pretty much watches any race I'm a part of, and my team, High Octane Racing. Kirby, John, everybody that's part of it, especially Wreck-It Racing, DJ and all of them, and Matt, Brianna. It's good. I'm happy. We finally got one. All last season was rough because we had opportunities and just weird things happen or whatever. But yeah, I'll this much deserved break is going to be great, and hopefully if we're taking a break next week, then that means I should be able to run the very next race.
There you go. It'll be the second week. You'll have some on time.
Yeah, there we go. So, but yeah, and then obviously thank you for this broadcast, and you and Duve to putting this league on, and like you said, having 4 different renters, and I think this format what we've done this year, different cars and everything, and just sticking to these 2 tracks, I think it's working out great. Everybody's getting used to each other, and it's fun. So thank you, and thank everybody that's watching, and basically thank the whole group out here that's running.
Well, we appreciate it, Spencer. And again, congratulations on getting your first win. Glad we'll get to see you here in 2 weeks and do a little DEGA in the truck. So it's going to be a fun time.
There we go. Let's do it.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you get out of here. Get back down to Octane. It looks like a full party going on down there. So.
Oh, yeah. I think they're discussing some few things. So probably that last lap deal. But
it was a little chaotic.
So. Yeah, it was. So, but
hey, it worked out in your favor, and I guess that's what matters for you tonight. So.
Yep, like I said, win's a win, and is what it is. So,
all right, brother. Well, we'll catch you in 2 weeks as we head back to DEGA.
All right, appreciate it, bud. Thank you so much.
And Spencer Teal gets his first win. That's going to be it from me tonight. You see in the chat, Mr. Chris Akers, he commented, he appreciates all the thoughts and prayers. Keep them coming for Ken Akers. You know the league is behind you. We're supporting you, thinking of you, Chris and Ken. But reach out if you need anything from us. That's going to be it. Tomorrow night, watch me drive a disaster of a truck at Sonoma, as David Hartney will be in the booth. But till tomorrow night, that's it. Appreciate everybody tuning in, subscribing, and watching tonight. Pretty quick race, a little bit cleaner. I think Duve's going to have to give some money away. I think it was 4 or less, and I think we accomplished that. But that's it for me. We will catch y'all Wednesday night, Tuesday night with David Hartney.